What are the reasons to buy a BMW M140i? I don't really know how many there are right now because I'm just filming this and I'm going to go with the flow. So you'll know by the title just how many reasons there are. 8. There were 8 reasons. The first one I'm going to mention is that this car is a perfect daily driver. I can get 500 kilometers on a tank of petrol, which isn't that great if I'm honest, but it's doable. You don't buy a hot hatch that goes fast because you want perfect efficiency to do 900 kilometers. That's just not something you're looking to do when you're buying a hot hatch that's meant to be fast. The car is so comfortable and its power steering is rated one of the best power steering options you can get in a lot of cars today. That is something that I think is really valuable. Driving a car that's comfortable is a huge deal. Adding to that, I did in fact get an automatic. A manual would have been great to go and play with, but I can drift in this all the same. The next reason to buy a BMW M140i is for its rear wheel drive system. Now, if we take a look at its competitors, the hot hatch competitors, we have the A45 AMG, the S3, the RS3. We also have the Golf Rs and the Golf GTIs. It's predominantly ruled by 2-liter turbos, 4-cylinder engines. That's something that's not the case in this car, and that's going to be one of the points I get to. But more than just the engines, those cars mostly have all-wheel drive systems, barring the GTI, that's a front-wheel drive. Having a rear-wheel drive hot hatch in and of itself is quite a unique thing. Now, in last week's video, which you can go and take a look at over here, I hope I'm pointing in the right space, that video there, you'll see I went through 5 of the things that I love about the BMW M140i and 5 of the things that I don't like about this car. Essentially, I discussed the open diff, which I'll get into a bit of detail in a second. As I was saying about the rear diff on the M140i, I speak about it in a lot of the videos because it's something that really should change. This car has an open diff, which basically means when there's too much power sent through the drivetrain to the back wheels, one wheel will just spin. And what happens there is there's no stopping that spin to share the load and actually get you moving. That's what a limited slip differential will do. And that's something that we are going to put on this car in the future. Now, the third reason to buy a BMW M140i is this. That's reason number 3. Yes, in South Africa, these roads are awful. I'm busy dodging potholes as we speak right now. Not all the roads are broken, and enjoying this car is something anyone can do. And let's not even think about racing it and really pushing it to the limit. Let's just talk about driving a car in general in South Africa, where you've got to get around people who are sitting on their phones. Not everyone's going to be happy with you and you might get sworn at. You're in a situation where dodging more potholes. If I need to get around someone on the highway, it's completely doable. I'm not in a situation where I have to be stuck behind other drivers. Now, if you're looking at hot hatches, one of the most important things you're going to be looking at when they refer to hot hatches is what's fast enough to enjoy. This car stock is plenty fast enough. Everyone will tell you that. However, the car is so undertuned. It is operating nowhere near its full potential. This car is extremely quick for what it is. 250 kilowatts is nothing to sneeze at, 340 horsepower. It is a really quick car, stock. But a stage 1 map gets you right where you want to be to play and have fun in this car. If you enjoy talking in kilowatts like I do, in South Africa we use kilowatts more than horsepower, we're talking about moving from 250 kilowatts, which is what the car comes out with, to your 300s relatively easily. No mods, no building stuff, no bigger turbo. This is just a tune. And if we're talking stage 2, you get into the mid 300 kilowatts, so your higher end 400 horsepower. And that's something you don't quite get in all of the other hot hatches, right? So you look at the A45 as a great example. The A45 AMG is pretty much at its max. With what you have available to you, it's a really well-performing car, but there's not much room for improvement. You see, when you look at the BMW, you can do so much to make it faster, to make it more fun, which is that whole point I made about the differential. Those things are all stuff you can do to this car, and that is why I love it so much and why you should consider buying one. I'm going to get into a lot of detail about the price because that's something that really matters. It's one of the reasons you should look at buying this car as soon as possible. There's so much about this car that is just so noteworthy. It doesn't look super aggressive. These wheels do a lot for it. And if we go to the back and the mods I've done, and you can watch that video by clicking on the link here, little body kit mods like this do a lot to make the car look more aggressive, which is something I'm after. And of course, its competitors do look more aggressive. It really looks like a sleeper when you look at this car. It's not completely underwhelming. It's still a really good looking car. And for this car being out of motor plan and the new models out, it hasn't aged like BMWs often do. Now I know it's dirty at the moment and we're going to get it cleaned. I was going to do this video for you guys yesterday, and then you take a look, it was raining. Take a look now again. Today we've had rain and bad weather, so haven't washed the car. But next video we should be doing some mods if you guys actually vote. So what's really happening is we're looking at, should we do a front splitter first or the side skirts? I'm not too sure what we're going to do first, and I'd love for you guys to let me know in the comments. Tell me exactly what you want to see me put on this car, side skirts or front lip. Whichever comment I get the most is what we're going to do first. I also spoke to you guys a little bit about drifting capabilities of the M140i. Being a rear wheel hot hatch, we can do a lot of drifting in this car. The open differential does limit us, but that's not really the end of the world. I still have so much fun playing with this car and its drifting capabilities. Now, probably the most important reason you want to look at buying an M140i is the price. The price on this car is nearly half of its competitors. It's about 60%. So when I bought this car, I paid 570,000 Rand for it. Its competitors, the A45 and RS3, were nearly R1,000,000. That's for a car with the same mileage, the same age, all of that. So late 2019 specs. If I were to spend the same amount of money on buying this car and then modifying it, I'm going to have something way faster, way more fun, and I've got the rear wheel for the drifting. Now I see that there are more people from the UK watching my videos, and I want to point something out. South Africa didn't get an X-Drive option. We also did not get an option for the Championship Edition. We got two versions. We got a base spec and then we got a shadow edition. The base spec in South Africa, we call the cop spec, and that is this. It came with a few little extras for the public market. So they didn't just want to have a base car, which they were essentially commissioning for the police. So what they did in some of them was a sunroof. I did not get a sunroof. In South Africa, to be very honest, having a sunroof is not a positive thing. It's too hot. You're sitting in the summer and we boil. You have an open sunroof, you literally just burn and cook inside of your own car. So we don't really use them. In the winter, it gets way too cold. So we can't actually even open anything because it's freezing. So we have these extreme temperature fluctuations. And for sunroof owners, a lot of them don't use it. Now, I know a lot of you do, and a lot of you find it awesome to have a sunroof. I just don't care about it. The little extra that I got on this car was the M Performance exhaust system. So from the front to the back is an M Performance exhaust system. The M Performance exhaust system is fantastic. It sounds a lot better than stock. I love it. Now, it's something I'm going to hold on to. However, I think we're looking at a downpipe relatively soon. And I'm going to fit it myself. I'm going to ask one of my friends if I can use his shop. So if you want to see that happen, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and you won't miss me installing all the different mods on this car. The next reason is also related to price. Not only is it a lot better priced than its competitors, but this car's going up in value, and I'm about to tell you why. The BMW M140i is the last BMW 1 Series to get that. An engine? No, but this engine. Or any renditions of this. So this is the B58, and we have following that the S58, which is in your newer ones like the new 240i, the X3 M40i. The 6-cylinder engines are BMW's playing field. This is what they love to do, and this will be the last 1 Series with the B58 or any 6-cylinder. So the value of these are actually going up, and I've seen them for sale now, these 2019s, for near 700,000 Rand, and that is also cop spec. The shadow editions are climbing closer to the 900,000 Rand mark. So these cars are holding their value really well. This power plant is incredible, and that is the next reason I love this car. The 6-cylinder itself is something that I spoke to you a little bit earlier about when I was doing my drive, and it's so uncommon in a hatchback. In fact, it's this and the 135s that are worth buying with 6-cylinders. Now, I'll obviously tell you to go for the 140i because it's got the upgraded 6-cylinder motor, the B58, which is virtually bulletproof. And that's why you can do so much to make this car faster, make it more powerful, and you can play with it. This is a project car. Project cars were often reserved just for Japanese market, but here we have a German car that's built and created for you to play with to make it faster. And it doesn't cost you a lot to do that. As I said, just a tune makes this car ridiculously fast. So if you can get your hands on a BMW M140i, they're not getting any cheaper just yet. Last 6-cylinder. All of these reasons are reasons to buy a car that you can hold on to. And in most cases, cars are liabilities. right now mine's an asset. I'm turning it into a YouTube channel for you guys to see me build it. Not only that, it's held its value. I can sell it for more than I bought it 4 years later. So if you guys are busy in the market for a hot hatch, do not discredit the M140i. There are so many reasons to look at buying this car. It's a phenomenal car. It performs really well. And you're going to really have a lot of fun, whether you want to build it or just drive it as a daily. And if you don't want to miss out on all the new videos I'm going to be making where I build this car, but not only that, buy other cool cars with other cool projects that we're looking at doing together, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video if you've enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, guys. I want to chat with you and I want to hear your thoughts on this perspective. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.